But they don't want anybody living out in the boonies. Anybody that's got a couple of acres of land and his own water supply and can grow his own food and that kind of thing, or have some sheep or some chickens, these people are a threat to the collectivist society because they aren't going to go to the politicians and say, please feed me, please clothe me, please give me shelter. They tend to be independent.
Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity. Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity. Got that black girl magic, that black girl magic. Got that black girl magic, that black girl magic. She's bold, she's independent, sweet like honeycombs, but she's all about her business. Got that black girl magic, that black girl magic. Got that black girl magic, that black girl magic. She's strong, she's educated, stands out on her own, often underestimated. Girl, I'm in love with your melanin, and your demeanor is evident. You carry something, no questioning, that a black woman is heaven sent. I am so sorry the way that we treated you. Got you comparing your skin tone. You the coveted woman, they wanna be loving you, someone we always depend on. I know we done played you and took you for granted. There's so many things that went wrong, but I promise to love you and always protect you. I swear that you never will end alone. I know we can.
What's up, y'all? I'm Debunking and I live in the desert off grid. Welcome back to another day in my life. Let's look at our favorite mountain. Wow. Check the melanin. Wow. Okay, so to answer your question, how were we able to get so much land? So yeah, basically out here it's not really hard to find land. I have to be honest, like there's so many different ways to find land out here. You can use the internet. You can take some time to come out here and you will literally see signs everywhere. 20 acres here, 100 acres there, 68 acres here, 50 acres here, 20 acres there. That's how it happened for us. We saw a sign. It was owned by a family who have a whole bunch of acres and they're just selling little pieces of it here and there. And first, we were actually trying to get a 20-acre spot, a tract of land, and he was like, well, let me show you this other tract of land that we have, and it seems like it might fit better for what you guys are trying to do as far as your compound, my dad driving the trucks, and everything that we want to do as far as we want to live off grid and X, Y, and Z. So he did say that we would have to have a cattle fence and all this other stuff before we could even actually, like, live out there, and because we were trying to live out there soon, he showed us this other piece of land that he owns, and it was 50 acres, and that's how we got introduced to the 50 acres of land. So for out here, coming across this much land is normal. You might even see like a 200 plus acres of land, because it's people who had land passed down to them, thousands of acres of land passed down to them, or they just bought a whole bunch of land in a ghost town like here, and then now they're selling it off. But again, there's several different ways you can buy land out here. You can own or finance it. You can buy it out and out. You can look on the internet. You can go through different companies. You can do a lot. So you just have to do your research. But I just wanted to give you a little backstory on how that happened for us and how we happened to get the 50-acre plot tract of land. So I hope this helps.
You going to school to become a nurse? I thought you would want your business. I love it. I think that it's different.
Y'all, my family is like viral all over the internet, and so many sites have shared our story and it's gotten millions of views over this last week. And first of all, we don't live in Wyoming. Second of all, this is not our house. This is some hotel. Some people think that that's our home. And third, this is not my husband. This is a picture that I took with a stranger that I met at a Juneteenth event in Montana. Yes, you heard right. There was a Juneteenth event in Montana. So they pulled this, I guess, from my Facebook or something. But I guess the moral of this, it's great that my family is inspiring people to buy land. So
First and foremost, let me start by saying I apologize about the sound quality. My microphone broke, but the show must go on. All right, so there's a guy who decided to live what we call an alternative lifestyle, live off the grid. And he had his girlfriend that was staying there with him in his storage unit, but she decided to bail out on him because she said it was too hot for that. And he's upset in this video, as you can see. But here's the deal. I understand where he's coming from. And I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't for everybody. This type of lifestyle isn't for everybody. And he's upset because he wants to eventually get to a tiny home. And he wants to live pretty much off the grid, but his girlfriend don't see the vision. So here's my take. I believe that he's doing the right thing. He's on his right path. And if he continuously go down this right path, he's going to find his way and he's going to be all right and find the right one that believes in the same dream. But let me know what you guys think. Would you live in a storage unit? Comment below.
Sit on that throne, queen. Know you got that goddess energy. It's in your soul, queen. Manifesting your.
Get up, bitch. It's time to do farm chores. Let's let the alpacas out their enclosure. I ain't never did no get ready with me video. I almost forgot. We were supposed to get ready first. I mean, are you even a farmer if you don't have overalls? Grabbing the ice for the animals' water because it's hotter than 2 Billy Goats' ass in a pepper patch. My farmer shoot Arsenal and all baby the man Birkenstocks and them working stocks because we don't got Birkenstock money. This here is the fluffy butt hut. This is where the chickens and ducks live. Child, I guess we late because the chickens don't let themselves out. Those are automatic chicken waterers. Link is in my TikTok shop. Okay. Girl, shut up. Oh my God. Okay. Child, that was just Betty White having a fit because she wanted her cold water. And she's still cussing me out as I walk away. It's a good egg day. We have 9 eggs. Y'all say hi to Farmhand Heidi. If y'all thought my black ass was doing all these farm chores by myself, whoop, you thought wrong. She's even wearing our farming uniform with her cute self. Child, these farm animals are so spoiled they all require ice cold water. Not him watching from the pool. Let's take a little harvesting for dinner. I'm gonna harvest some basil, get some green beans, and we got a bunch of those today. Let's get some parsley. The habaneros are still green, so they're not ready yet. And just a few sunshine tomatoes. And I've already showed you guys this bread recipe. They are my specially formulated garlic knots, also known as big back bread, because bitch, you keep eating these and your back gonna be big. This is my husband's favorite recipe, and he be asking for them every freaking day, y'all. I'm so tired of making this bread. I'm not even finna hold y'all though. The bread slaps. Here's just a big ass pot of zuppa toscana, because it's giving very much. We got Olive Garden at home. One thing we gonna do every day if we don't do nothing at all is eat dinner as a family.
Day, guys.
It was good.
You gonna say prayer? Thank you for this water. I thank you for mom. I thank you for dad, and I thank you for Avon. Thank you for.
If y'all want to see more broke farming content, let me know. What if I told you the flour used to make this delicious gravy and this crusty bread was made from acorns? Hey, I'm Kari, a black farmer and forager that lives in a cabin in the woods, and a huge part of our self-sustainability relies on foraging. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to forage acorns. You want to look for the acorns that don't have these little hats attached. You want to find trees that have leaves like this. Fall is the perfect time to harvest from your oak tree. So once you find your oak tree, you want to start looking at the base around the trunk. And that's where you'll find an abundance of these little nuts. Make sure to stay away from the ones that have holes and tiny cracks, and also the ones that are wearing the little hats. They should look exactly like this without the hats, because the ones with the hats are not ready to be harvested because they still have a bunch of tannins that are very bitter. After you got a decent sized harvest, you want to put those bad boys in some water and do the float test. The ones that are floating on the top are bad nuts. Go ahead and throw those away. Smash one of these acorns. You just find a piece of wood with a flat bottom and just hit it like that and take the nut out. Let's see what we got. And we've got somebody watching our show. Isn't nature just beautiful? Here we are opening nuts, and here comes this little lizard coming to see the show. But then you would just peel your nut out. Look how close he's letting me get to him, guys. He's just watching us. If you want to learn how to make flour from acorns so that you can use your acorns to make delicious gravies and crusty bread, follow me for more.
Come with me in a morning in the land. I deliberately choose to live far away from mainstream society, to create my own world within this distorted modern system. This of course brings a lot of challenges due to the isolation, but also it brings a huge and incredible peace of mind. Waking up in the morning by the thousands of melodies of the thousands of the birds. Waking up by the brightness of the sky and the freshness of the morning air. And I couldn't keep all this beauty and harmony only for myself. And so with the small technology that I'm having here, I managed to share it. And the response has been incredibly strong. So much love and support from hundreds and thousands and even millions of you. And today I'm here to remind you that whatever I'm doing is nothing new. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated, neither anything alternative. All I'm trying to retrace here is the very harmonious and standard way of living of our very ancestors. The very caretaker of these lands, the indigenous people of this very earth. Living a life in perfect symbiosis with this planet, a life forgotten by nowadays superficialism and consumerism. And me personally, I'm not doing this because I like the environment or because I want to save nature. I'm doing this because I am nature. We are nature. It's an act of love, it's an act of care towards myself, therefore towards the wholeness, towards the next upcoming generation. Following the natural way, the divine way.
Welcome back to another day in the life of living off grid. So a lot of people think that we don't have a way to wash our asses and cook food and cook meals. We can cook meals out this bitch. We done did everything that we normally would do if we was in a house or an apartment, like I promise you. But I want to show y'all our power source. So let's go, let's do it. Okay, so we got solar panels, y'all. We have these two. We're working on getting them to where they like up on something. But yeah, when the wind is bad, we have to leave them like this because they'll blow off. We had them fixed up on the tiny home, but they'll blow off. So yeah. Then we got two more. Plus, we have an inverter, and we also use a battery, like, to charge it if we need to. To charge, like, when we don't have no sun at all. Now, let me tell you something about these solar panels. We done been out here through different types of weather. So, it could be cold outside, it could be raining, storming, blowing stuff all over the place. If the sun is out, it's going to pull in power. We only really experience the loss of the solar panel powers at night, which is why we have the inverter and the battery. So, we use the battery. Sometimes we use the car to charge the battery up. And that's how we plug our stuff in at night. But for the most part, we try to make sure while the solar panels are out and they're strong, we charge up our laptops, we charge up our phones, we charge up our power banks and our power stations. We have a lot of those. Charge all of our stuff up during the daytime, so that way at night, you know, it's not so much on the battery. Our refrigerator and all that stuff can just be focused on the battery. So yeah, that's a little bit about how we are getting our power source. So thank God for this. Thank you for the sun, because yeah, that's the main source of power here. Like, now we have other expenses and other ways of getting like water and trash and all that stuff, but I'm gonna show y'all that in a separate video because there's actually a place that we go to, so I'm gonna take y'all with me so y'all can see, you know. But yeah, this, like I said, this is how we get our power source, which is solar. So let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, let me show y'all favorite thing. I gotta show y'all the view. I got to show y'all the view, of course. Let's look at our favorite mountain today, y'all. Let's see how it's looking. Ta-da! Look at it, it's so pretty. And then look at that side, you can kind of see a little bit on that side, but yep, that's our favorite mountain, y'all. But yeah, just wanted to debunk that. Have a good
What is up with you? What is up with you? I thought I said I'm done with you. I thought I said it's over. Fuck my schooling, what my teacher too. I will sniper on the roof, he playing peekaboo. Skirt, jump in that jazz, skirt. Call that skirt. So I'm driving down the highway, thinking of you, babe. Smoking menthol, she's my brain. Yeah, I'm driving.
Hey, stay on one fucking plate. I'm not gonna tell you again. Leave people alone. Stop just doing shit. Then you gonna start trotting her thick ass faster. Come on, man. Get your fucking ass in here. Stop doing that shit. That's what we gonna feed the bunnies. This and some heads, about 50 pounds of wrapping paper. This is 50 pounds of scratch grain. Really, I'd give it to everybody, just like a quick snack whenever I want to just throw shit to them. This is it. Bunny feed. All-star pellets right here. I'm finna get a bowl of Bowl of corn. I got that corn up here. I got that feed down here. Let's go feed them real quick. Man, Churro, come on, bro. You see me coming with this shit. Y'all know who first in line. Doing all that goddamn crying like you hungry. You should have been your ass at home. Good, Churro. You serious? He gonna flip your fucking ass.
Yep, the white man.
Do you feel more black here?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I feel more. I do feel more black here. You know why I buy black? Inevitably, it doesn't matter where I go. And I won't say that because I have learned recently that some of these bigger places are owned by white people or Chinese people or something like that. So I've learned to, frequent the black owners, but it's easy here. Like the corner store, the locals, the market, it's all black people that woke up, went in their garden, picked those apples for you or picked those tomatoes for you and came to sell them to you. The people who's building my house, these are black people. Everything I do here is black, not to mention the money I'm spending, there's black people on it. Like, that's a big deal for me. When I go in my pocket and spend, I'm constantly reminded of how great my people are. So I do feel more black here in a good way, though. Like, you can feel real black in America, too, but in a bad way. Like, you go into the nail salon to get your feet done, Chinese people doing your feet, they talk about you in their language. You go to the corner store ran by the Arabs and you give them their money, they give you your change on the counter, not in your hand. Or they watch you around the whole store like you're going to steal. The police are killing us and shooting us down for no reason. So I'm very black in America, too, but just in a bad way. Like, here, I'm like royalty black, honey. Like, I'm the president. Like
In 1 year, we transform abandoned land into this.
I had to learn how to clear the land. Our domes arrived from overseas. I spent so much time at Lowe's and Home Depot buying lumber. And our modern dome is where my great-grandfather's barn was located. We have a mini kitchen, a Keurig, tea, and even a propane cooktop. And we have beautiful dishes. You can relax in a nice plush bed. In our second dome, we named this one the Pines. You can sit on the floor and watch movies, or the wildlife will put on a show for you. My great-grandmother's heirlooms are all in here. In our third dome, the jungle, it reminds me of Costa Rica, an open floor plan that has natural sunlight and everything that you will want, and also exotic spices. With lush pillows and bedding, this is our happy place.
Place is amazing, breathtaking. Will, Austin, the greatest. I mean, couldn't ask for more, man. It's the greatest spot you could come.
Oh, Serena, I cannot wait to come back here, literally.